particular hair and everything, and
yeah, it was weeks before I got any wig or the costume or anything. They hired me, they set me, and then I had to go to see Whitey Schneider for makeup, and the hairdresser name just escaped me. But yeah, because I had just cut all my hair off like it is now.
yeah.
And they knew I had to have a traditional hair piece. So they made up a wig and the bun in the back, and I had to go in for wardrobe fittings and all.
And you wore the same, yeah.
Boy, going into wardrobe, if you've never been in Paramount wardrobe department, it's the most shocking, amazing place you'll ever see. It's a warehouse filled with costumes, hanging from the ceiling, rack after rack. I was just overwhelmed, and they made my whole wardrobe. I went in there for fittings, and then, they designed what Miss Beadle would wear. But I remember thinking, this is a miracle. It was such a traditional Hollywood place to be, wardrobe at Paramount. I'll never forget it.
I've never been at Paramount ever, but at least on the outside. But I was on the Fox lot once, and I did see what you're talking about. There's like a big warehouse almost full of clothing and whatever they're going to use, and
they're huge.
And you don't really know if this stuff has been used in pictures that had taken place 25 years before you were even there.
I'm sure there were.
Yeah, but you couldn't tell because they weren't labeled as such. You think they probably put aside some Elizabeth Taylor thing that was.
Well, those they would probably hold off.
Yeah. Yeah. So they reused that. So you had to wear that same dirty wig each time for no, but I know that.
Larry Germain was the hairdresser there. He took very good care of me. In fact, before we started shooting, they had me go in and meet with Larry, and he took samples of my hair, my real hair. And because your hair isn't all one color,
right?
Your hair is different colors, and he took samples all over. So that wig was based on my real hair.
Okay.
So he made it. There were several wigs actually that he made that I could wear, just in case something happened to one. I got to put another one.
So he personalized the wig for you. That's in color wise anyway, right? They color tinted it or whatever.
Yeah, and the same thing with Nellie. Nellie had these ringlets.
Yeah.
And so hers is a wig.
Yeah, I talked with Allison a couple times, and she
Isn't she a kick?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's a firecracker, and she'll tell you everything if you prod her enough. She'll spill all the dirt on that thing. But it was fun. So far, I've talked on that cast. I've only talked to Dean Butler and you, and I think you were the first I ever talked with on that cast, and Allison. I think that was it. But been trying ever since this little reunion show that's going to be coming up, or event. I mean, I've been trying to get as many as I can.
It's in 1 week.
Yeah, can you imagine? Now, this isn't the first time you've done something like this. You've kept that flame alive by going to a lot of these when they come up, right?
I've been all over the United States so many times. We always had a road manager who would book us into different places, and every place we'd go, there'd be 3,000 people.
That's a lot.
I'll tell you, I got a story about the first one I ever went on. Allison called me and she said, "You want to go to Wyoming?" And I said, "Why?" And she said, "Well, we're doing a little house thing, and we're going to meet people." I said, "Why?" I had no idea that they did this kind of thing. And I remember my shock. We got to wherever it was, a very, very, very small town. And the road was blocked for miles. And the parking lot was filled. And there were two warehouse auditoriums. Allison was in one, and I was in the other with Patrick Labrador, who was also on the show. And there were over 3,000 people that came through and bought our pictures and sought our autograph. And I had no idea that was something that would happen from Little House on the Prairie. I'd done so many other television shows and never anything like that. And I've been doing it ever since. I've been doing it for, 30 years or so.
Yeah.
Going and meeting fans all over. We're going to be in Simi Valley next weekend, and I think they're expecting 10,000 people.
Oh, good grief! That's a heck of a lot more than 3,000. Like I was shocked at that number when you said it. So.
51 years we've been on. 51 years.
Well, that's.
I know I don't look that old, but
no, you don't. But that's what time does. It just marches on, and you can't stop it. So you might as well keep it going.
Shall I announce to your crowd how old I am now?
Yeah. You want me to cut the tape? No, you go right ahead and say it.
I am 84.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't.
That's why it's still fun to celebrate when somebody says they're 84 or 94 or whatever is because you're still here. That's the thing. And
I think I owe it to, I walk every day. I do my 1.5 miles every day, and I say, whoever's watching out there, don't just sit in your chair and watch TV. I mean, watch TV, for God's sake.
Yeah.
But get up and move, walk every day, and that's what I do in my neighborhood. Get up and I go walk.
If you do just any of that, that's good, and I'm glad
Absolutely.
that not. My mom is about your age, and she still keeps active as much as she can, and I think that has a lot to do with it. As long as you still, if you don't have problems with your mobility, you can still do it, and it helps you.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying walk every day so you don't get those problems with your mobility.
Yeah.
Keep working. I mean, my mom, I lost her at 64. I lost my dad at 56.
Oh my gosh.
And that is young. That's
very young.
Yeah. So, and I married a younger man, of course.
Oh, did you? Michael's younger than you. That's good to know. Yeah, that's probably part of the secret that
I think so. Yes, it is. Where is he? Oh, I don't know where he went.
But the I'm struggling to remember what else I was, since you mentioned that your age and everything.
Michael works with meteorites. He works with rocks from space. So we do a lot of gem and mineral shows. Yeah.
Oh, well, what is that official title called that he did? What is he?
He's a meteoriticist.
Oh, it's just easy for you to say.
Meteoriticist.
Good thing that's not alcoholic. What you have on the table, I don't know how you would pronounce that. No, I think that's what was going on. That the reason I called you in the intro, I said you were the unsinkable Charlotte Stewart, and I meant that not as a flip comment, but just a testament to, hey, you've been through some tribulations and some.
I have. I've had cancer and recovered.
You've had cancer, yeah. Breast cancer, is that correct? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. How is it getting to? The reason I say unsinkable is that you've kept on. I know that it's not without its pain and slipping from time to time, and because this is what the human condition is. You go back and forth. You can't be up at all the time and super positive, but you must have found a way to cope in a good way. Otherwise, you probably would have checked out a long time ago.
Oh no, I think one of my things is that I have stayed busy all the time. I quit acting about 20 years ago when I couldn't remember my lines anymore, and I was not going to do that to a director or a co-star. In a show where I would have to keep saying line. Mm-hmm. So I called my agent and I said, I quit. And I moved to Napa here where my family is. And I've never been busier. I know I showed you these before. Uh-huh. I have my Beadle bags.
Oh, okay. I get to see that, yeah. And there's a familiar face.
I've been doing those I think I have one of Michael Landon here.
For the people listening, she has there was a picture of Allison as Nellie Olson sticking her tongue out, and then there was one of Michael Landon, as you probably know. And
so I sew every day, and I sew